Phil Jackson and Carmelo Anthony. Those guys have been talking, and Phil says Carmelo opt in. Carmelo's response, I'm going to think about it. We'll see how that goes. Frank Isola, New York Daily News. What do you think, Frank? What are the odds that he opts in, and what's the main reason he'd do so?
Well, if he's going to opt in and Carmelo's committed to helping the Knicks build a winner, it's something that he should seriously consider next summer. There's more free agents available. Carmelo will still get his money, and could be surrounded by a better supporting cast. I know in the past, everything that I had heard from Carmelo's people was that he wasn't really interested in that. So it remains to be seen how it all plays out. But I'll say this for Phil Jackson. He's putting the ball in Carmelo's hands and saying, hey, if this is really what you want to be a winner, you want to win in New York, you want to do it here, well, you got to help us out a little bit. And I think Phil Jackson also said, he's not going to lose sleep over it. If Carmelo stays, great. If he doesn't, all right, then they'll just have to move on.
If you're looking at this situation right now, what are the odds you think Carmelo does opt in? I mean, is it favorable, or is it looking kind of scarce?
You know what? It's so hard to predict. I would say this to you. Ever since October, all Carmelo has done is talk about free agents. He's worrying about saving face, so to speak. He could always say, well, obviously things changed once Phil Jackson came in, and I went out to dinner with Phil, and he laid out his plan for me. I understand what he's trying to do. If you're just judging it on his word, and for months all he talked about was opting out, I would tend to think he's going to opt out. But something tells me, Phil's pretty good in this area of dealing with superstar players and being very persuasive. So I would not rule out Carmelo not opting out and opting in, so to speak.
From your perspective on the Knicks, what is the best case scenario for how this whole thing turns out?
Well, I would think that he does opt in, and then next summer becomes a free agent. And then this way, there are more free agents available, and then the Knicks could obviously sell to Carmelo. We're going to go out and get this guy to join you. Maybe that would be LeBron James, just to say that it couldn't be. So I think there's a lot of possibilities, and I think the best thing for the Knicks would probably be, from their standpoint, would be to have Carmelo opt in. Remember, too, by doing that, Carmelo's taking a risk. He just turned 30. He's never had a major injury in his career, knock on wood. What if he suffered a major injury now? By signing now with either the Knicks or another team, he's guaranteeing himself a lot of money over the next 5 years.